Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone, this is Ashima, and in this video we'll be talking about daily news events, and the video is going to go in a descriptive format. That is, we'll be talking about the news events in a bit of details, covering up all the arenas associated with the news event. And for all of you who want to take it to a further step and want to practice the questions alongside, although in this video I'll be giving you an idea about how the questions can be framed, but still there is a possibility that you might require to understand the questions as well. So for that purpose, we have a quiz. Now this quiz is updated every day on Entri app, and you can download the app from Google Play Store. Over there you get 10 to 15 questions for practice of your current affairs and keeping in touch with the news events every day. You can download the app, do the registration process, and then select the examination. Plus this app has multiple languages as your option. That means that you can opt in English or Hindi or Telugu or Malayalam or Urdu or whichever language you find it preferable for your understanding. So you can check on those, and in that same language you'll be attempting the quiz also, which will help you keep in touch with the news events alongside. Right now, about that being, we'll be starting our news events discussion. The first news event which we are going to talk about is Payment Infrastructure Development Funds. Now, this fund is going to be created by RBI. So what exactly is in this fund and what can we expect, and what is the fund going to be about? Let's have a look. So guidelines have recently been released for this fund by Reserve Bank of India. Now, if we talk about this fund, the aim of the fund is to deploy more digital payment infrastructure, right? And this digital payment infrastructure should be spread from tier 3 to tier 6 centers, and even in northeastern. So you can see over here, tier 3 to tier 6 and northeastern states are our focus areas where this digital payment infrastructure is going to be enhanced. That being, POS machines are going to be enhanced, and you can say NFS, and you can say wallet system or scanning and payment, which we do most of the times. Those kind of payments are going to be enhanced. That is, all the people should be accessible to it, and for that we need internet connection. So providing of internet connection is also somewhere included in that. Advisory Council has been set up for the purpose, and that is going to be under the chairmanship of BP Kanungo. So the chairperson of this advisory council is going to be BP Kanungo, and the funds will be managed and administered by RBI. So funding is going to be managed by RBI, and the guidelines are going to be managed by the advisory council, which has been created. Right now, for 2 years this fund is going to be working. That is from 2021 to 2022 this fund is going to be working, and the fund corpus is about 345 crore rupees. 345 crore rupees. Now, out of this, 250 crores will be contributed by RBI. 250 crores are to be contributed by RBI, whereas 95 crores are by card networks. 95 crores are by card networks. Card networks being RuPay, Visa, MasterCard, all of these are going to put in this. So card network is going to be given 95 crores, 250 crores by RBI, that making it 345 crores. Right? Now, what do we mean by payment infrastructure? Now, why was this fund required? Right, so this fund was required so that more and more people connect to the digital payment method. As of those during the lockdown duration, most of the people have moved towards digital payment, but still there are certain points where it has not reached. So by 2021, they are aiming that more than 5 million active POS should be there by 2021. This is the target, and for that enhancement, this fund has been created. Right? Then artificial intelligence based survey of African elephants. Now this is a new method that has been developed for survey, and this has been developed by University of Oxford. Some researchers of University of Oxford have come together, and they have decided to make a altogether new method for surveying of African elephants. Right, and this is going to be artificial intelligence based. As of now, what method is being used? We use aerial surveillance, right? We use captured images and aerial surveillance, and via that we do, but that takes a lot of time, lot of money, and not much of an accuracy is there. So for that purpose, a new survey is going to be happening soon. The method is still under process of being developed properly, and customized data sets are going to be created under this, and this will help in better and using less fund for the survey method, right? Now, in India, what kind of surveys we have? We have manual counting, we have manned aircrafts for that purpose, that is aerial counting, which we say. What is the population of elephants in India? That is 27,312 elephants are there in India. And Indian elephants are one of the 3 subspecies of Asian elephants. There are 3 subspecies of Asian elephants. One is Indian and one is African out of them. So for African, we are carrying this out. Now, Asian elephants are under endangered IUCN Red List. Then they were put in 1986. So, in 1986, Asian elephants were put up under endangered category, right? Now, after this, they were put in endangered category. Then India launched Project Elephant, and Project Elephant was launched in 1992. So, 92 India launched Project Elephant. Right, so this was for the conservation of elephants, for protecting the wildlife arenas for them, their health management systems to be created, and all of that. And with that, we have another news event, that is in Kerala. The elephant hospital is going to be enhanced or increase in size, so it is going to be the biggest elephant hospital, right? Then we have elephant corridors. So in India, if we talk about, there are 138 elephant corridors in India. 138 elephant corridors are there as of now in India, out of which 28 are interstate, and then there are some international, that being 17. 17 are international corridors and 28 are interstate ones, and the rest are the domestic ones, within the state ones, right? All right. Then we have avian influenza. Now you all are aware that right now influenza is on an increase, bird flu is increasing and it's spreading rapidly in MP, in Rajasthan, in Kerala, in Himachal Pradesh. We have seen a huge number of deaths and increase of avian influenza spreading in over these states. So for this purpose, a control room has been set up by Department of Animal Husbandry. So Department of Animal Husbandry right now has set up this control room. What will this control room do? This will watch the situation. It will keep a tab on daily basis that what kind of measures are being taken, what kind of measures are required as of now. And it will also see that National Action Plan of Avian Influenza, this is implemented rightly. So it will abide by this plan of action and it will see that it is implemented also. So what are the steps in this? Although it is not much important, but for those examinations which have a statement-based questions, there's a chance that or a possibility that it might be there. So there are 4 steps of National Action Plan of Aviation Influenza. One is the advisory to states and union territories for the preparedness of it. Once advisory has been given, then actions should be taken for if outbreak is seen, then actions need to be taken. Third, describe what actions have been taken during the outbreak. And fourth is identifying the persons who will be handling avian influenza, which are in poultry and all areas, right? And what kind of safety measures are to be taken. So these are the 4 steps, and these 4 steps have to be taken. As of now, influenza virus is categorized into 3 types, A, B, and C. And type A is the one in which it infects only animals, and it is zoonotic. Zoonotic being that it can spread to humans also. Right, so H5N1, which is right now, H9N2, H7, H9, these are all type A influenza viruses. Right, then we have something known as GISRS, Global Influenza Surveillance and Response System, which was launched in 1952 by World Health Organization, and it monitors the seasonal trends of all the pandemic influenzas that are spreading all around the world. So the global alert system for influenza is right now running by WHO in 2019 to 30, and the backbone of this global alert system is GISRS, right? Then a few one-liners. Claire Polosak of Australia, she has finally joined in as the women umpire. So she has become the first woman to match official in men's test. So in 2019, 18 or 19, Claire Polosak was declared as the first woman umpire. Now she's going to go into action and become the first woman to match official in men's test. She will take up as force umpire role in the third test of Australia-India series, and these series are happening in Sydney cricket ground, right? So this is important because at that time when the news had come, she was the first woman to be umpire of to be the umpire in men's cricket, and now she is the first woman to officially take that position as well. Then we have an agreement between India and Japan to institutionalize a mechanism for cooperation in sending skilled Indian workers to Japan. That is, we are aiming that India-Japan exchange of labor should happen, and that Indian laborers should be allowed, or you can say engineers and technicians and all of these people, the skilled workers, they should be allowed in Japan also. And although only those will be allowed who know the language, but this kind of agreement has been done between both the countries, which will enhance the, you can say, methods and development of both the countries. Then we have National Board of Wildlife, which has recently approved advisory for management of human-wildlife conflict. So it envisages the power to Gram Panchayats to, so under this advisory which has been released, Gram Panchayats have been given an upper power to deal with human-wildlife conflict. And this has been given under Wildlife Protection Act 1972. So this is important. That is when Wildlife Protection Act is of which year? It is of 1972. And who has been given the power for handling human-wildlife conflict under it? The Gram Panchayats have been given it under the recent developments that have taken place, right? So crop compensation under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana will also be given for all those crops which have been damaged because of human-wildlife conflict. Then interdepartmental committees will be set up at local and state level so that early warning systems can be deployed so that farmers can save their crops before animals destroy them, right? So for that purpose, Gram Panchayats have been given a upper hand also, right? Then Bombay High Court has recently declared that advertisement of an article using the name of God and claiming that it has supernatural qualities or supernatural purposes, this is no longer legal. Although it was supposed to be legal, but now it has also been stated by the High Court that it is illegal, and no one can use the name of God or supernatural powers for any product, right? This declaration has been made under Maharashtra Prevention and Eradication of Human Sacrifice and Other Human Evil and Aghori Practices and Black Magic Act, right? Then we have KVIC, Khadi and Village Industrial Commission. It has signed an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with ITBP. And what is the Memorandum of Understanding? That is to supply 1,72,000 cotton durries during every year from now on. So this is between ITBP and KVIC, and that is to supply 1,72,000 cotton durries every year, right? ITBP is also one of the first forces to have launched a portal or an online platform where the retired personnel can book and order liquor for themselves. Right, it is the first one to do so, and right, it was done very recently. And in this, even the employees can take, for those who do not get access to good quality or the brand they want, they can also use the portal for booking. But it is only for ITBP as of now, right? Now with this, we'll be winding up the segment. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day ahead. Do like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel for more such updates and everyday current affairs. See you soon in the next video. Until then, goodbye, take care and good luck with your preparations.